What is up everybody, my name is Thomas, welcome back to another video. So the marathon is officially done, I did my video on it, so that chapter is closed. As I said in my video, marathon running might not necessarily be the thing for me. I'm probably going to stick to running half marathons and 10Ks. The issue with that is though that I need a goal when I work out. I cannot just work out for the sake of working out. I mean, I could, but it's just not fun for me. So for a long time now, I've been looking for something that could be a new challenge for me, something that I always wanted to do with my body, but I never really managed to do it. I recently started a new job where I'm often sitting, I'm in an office, I'm at a desk all day, and when I'm at the desk, what is constantly on my mind is that my body is just sitting, and sitting is awful for your body. So what I do is, from time to time, I get up and stretch a bit. I'll try to stretch out the muscles that shorten the most when you sit at a desk all day. And during one of those stretches, I had the idea that I always wanted to do the splits, but never really managed to do them. I already had this idea once, but never really got around to finish the challenge. I never managed to do the splits, not even close. So I thought with the marathon being done, I need a new challenge. Splits would be a great challenge. It's something that I always wanted to do. And so in doing some research, I found this awesome stretching plan from Olympian athletes. And to be honest, it looks feasible. At first when I read it, I was like, okay, I mean, they probably already all know how to do stretches, how to do the splits, which they obviously do, but they still need to stretch the basic muscles that you need to be able to do the splits. And you can use that stretching routine if you're a beginner, so if you don't know how to do the splits yet. Basically what I want to do with this new format is keeping a sort of diary of my progress with the splits. This should, on the one hand, motivate you to join in and also try to do this challenge with me. And at the same time serve as a bit of motivation and slight pressure for me to actually do the stretches every day, because I want to make videos, I want to progress, and I want to show you my progress in those videos. So as a basic reference for future comparisons, my current split situation looks as follows. One side is definitely way more flexible than the other side. If I have my left leg in front, my split just goes way deeper than if I have my right leg in front. I don't know exactly why that is, but it definitely is a significant difference. So I obviously want to work on that. I want to be able to do the splits both ways, not only being able to have my left leg in front. That's for the sake of, competitiveness, but also for the sake of not having an imbalanced muscle group. But so now enough blah blah. I want to show you now what I'm gonna do exactly in the first step of my split routine. I already tried to do this challenge, I think 1.5 years ago, but then with the marathon preparation, my muscles were usually a bit sore after the runs, and so I stopped doing the splits. Now with the marathon being done, as I already said, I think it would be a good time to do this again. The mistake I did last time though was that I forced myself into the stretches way too early. I started feeling very sore. I almost felt like I tore my muscles apart. I was sore for days, couldn't really stretch at that point because it would have just done more bad than good. So this time I want to do it a bit smarter and ease myself into this whole Olympic stretching routine. That's why I'll start off with some easy stretches, a lot of static stretches, some PNF stretches, and some dynamic stretches. I'll also be using 2 yoga blocks. The yoga blocks are especially useful when you try to do the splits for the first time, because by pushing up with your arms you can take off some weight from your legs, which makes the whole thing a bit more comfortable. But as I said, I'll start off with some easy dynamic stretches, such as a really deep lunge, squeezing the glute here, trying to go as deep as I possibly can. And here, if I want to have a deeper stretch, I just take my arm up and lean over, so I can really feel a nice stretch on my right side. Then another good stretch for a split preparation is this one here. Stretches out the entire hamstring in a very effective way. So obviously here, by leveling your hips, and by leaning forward more, you will feel a deeper stretch in your hamstring. And this is really the stretch that last time I overdid way too much. Don't force it, especially when you're sitting all day. This muscle here will be extremely short, so just ease yourself into it. Try to warm up your body before stretching so that you don't risk tearing your muscle too much, as I did last time. And instead of doing this statically, you can also do it dynamically by coming from a lunge and easing into this hamstring stretch, trying to keep your chest as close to your knee as possible or as comfortable, and just repeating this multiple times. And then for a PNF stretch, definitely my favorite is this one, a quad stretch. Basically, you squeeze your glutes so that you can really feel a nice deep stretch in your waist or in your hip more likely. And then what you try to do is try to push away your foot from your butt, 5 seconds. So basically, you want to push in this direction. You push away for 5 seconds, and then you bring your leg a tad closer to your butt. Then you just repeat that 3-4 times. So as a beginner routine, I would really stick to these few stretches. Try to implement some PNF stretches and some dynamic stretches just to get a different movement. It also makes the whole thing a bit less boring. I think I personally am gonna stick to this routine for roughly a week, 1.5 weeks, to get my muscles used to the whole stretching routine. And then after that, I'm actually going to follow the actual Olympian stretching routine, which I'm gonna upload in my next video. So we'll see how this goes. I'll give you an update in, as I said, roughly 1.5 weeks. I'll also provide you with the full stretching routine at that point. And until then, don't forget to smash the like button, and I hope to see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.